What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kyle the Pug here, the one and only Pug, and today I am very excited to bring you all this video that we are about to do today. Now, what kind of a video is it, you may ask? Well, this is my first ever top 5 video on this channel, and again, I am so happy to do this for you guys because it is something new I may feature in my future videos. Now, for my first top 5 video that we're about to do here today, we are going to do my top 5 favorite Nintendo Direct moments at E3. Now, just be advised, this is my own personal list, and your list may vary from mine, so don't get angry at me if your favorite didn't make this list I'm about to do here today. Plus, the Nintendo Direct was so flawless for me this year at E3 that I had a hard time making this list myself because there were so many favorite moments out of there. But here we are today sharing out my top 5 favorite moments. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Number 5. Animal Crossing: New Horizons. Now, I know what you're probably all thinking right now. Pug, you have never played a single second of this game, and you know what? You guys are absolutely right. But I've read a lot of tweets saying that this game needed another entrance to this franchise, and oh boy, did they give the fans a dream come true. The game objectives look very peaceful, and the artwork I can't even talk today. Artwork looks really well done, but I did hear that the gameplay looked kind of a bit choppy, so I guess they'll be fixing some things with the game itself, which explains the release date for this game, which will be on March 20th, 2020. And overall, I can see why people are so hyped for this, and there's a very easy reason for that too. It will have its own story mode, and it will have an online feature where it goes up to I think at least 8 people on your own island or your friend's island, and basically all you do is just chill out, craft some things, help build stuff from scratch, and overall just have a good time with people. No competition needed here, but just to kick back and have a good time basically. Will I try this game out? Maybe one day I will, but for those who were anticipating for this to arrive on the Switch, this was long overdue, so this game is for those people who basically suffered and waited for this announcement to arrive. So congrats to you guys everywhere. And again, this is low on my list again because I haven't played this at all, but it does bring a lot of hype to the table, and I started to understand why it brought that hype to the table. So this is why it's number 5 on my list. Number 4. Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, this game was highly anticipated to be released at E3, and oh my god, does this game look absolutely insane. So basically, Luigi goes to a hotel with Mario, Peach, and Toad, and they basically spend the night over there. However, Luigi wakes up in the middle of the night to find his friends went missing, and nobody knows where they went, just like the previous couple of games. So it's your basic Luigi's Mansion game, but I believe that these new mechanics will make this game so awesome, and for the fact that this game does take place in a hotel, which is pretty awesome as well. The game mechanics include Gooigi, which you basically have a clone of yourself helping you, and I don't know how exactly that will work, but the thought process looks really cool and unique behind that. And in the process of capturing a ghost, you can actually slam the ghost to the ground a couple of times to help improve your chances of capturing that ghost, and that alone seems pretty OP in its own way, but we won't know until the game is released, so we will see what this game has for us down the road. Now, the only problem I have personally with this game is that there is no release date. And everybody is saying like, oh, they will be released somewhere in October or November 2019. I would most likely say it would be October because it's around Halloween and it is Luigi's thing after all. But either way, this game will bring everyone together who does enjoy the franchise itself. And coming back from the Nintendo GameCube, years ago, I feel this game has come a long way from there, and people are very excited to see this on the Switch. The art style is fantastic, and I expect no less than from this game to pretty much achieved status as a top Nintendo Switch game of 2019. Maybe 2020, I don't know how far it would go, but I would say most likely 2019. And that is why this game is in the number 4 spot on my list. Number 3. Banjo and Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. When this character was announced to the Smash Bros. Roster, I completely lost it, and I mean that for a very good reason too. We haven't seen or heard from this character since the Banjo-Kazooie games on the N64 days, and of course, you know, Banjo-Tooie, and of course, in 2010 with Sonic and Sega's All-Star Racing. I have played a little bit of the games back in the day, and since I never really owned the Banjo-Kazooie games, but I played it on my friend's consoles for the N64 way back when, and of course they were super fun. But now that they are both in the Smash Brothers roster, and the hype behind this character is nuts and absolute insanity. I know there were a couple of people that didn't approve of Banjo being in the game, but you know, that's their own opinion, you know, of course, and I'm okay with that personally. But as for me, this is the kind of character they needed for this game, and for Nintendo's sake as well. It makes a whole lot of sense, basically, because we haven't seen this character, you know, God, how long have we not seen him since, you know, since they remade it for Microsoft on Xbox? I guess that's somewhere around there, don't quote me on that, but that's how I feel on it. But when the final Smash is for them, I don't know yet, but I bet that'll be super hyped as well. The release date for them will probably be somewhere in the fall, as for will be the DLC for Fighter in the game. Like, I think he'll be the fourth one, if I'm not mistaken. They did release somebody for the third DLC Fighter from, I guess, Dragon Quest, which I've never really played or I'm a fan of, so I wasn't too hyped for it, honestly. And for the fact I really don't remember the name of the character, so if you're a huge fan of that game, that's fine, but, you know, please don't attack me for saying that. But I feel like people are going to attack me now. But anyways, back to Banjo. He's got a place in the 3 spot on my list for that very reason, because he's such a lovable character. I mean, how can you hate Banjo and Kazooie, obviously? They're both such absolutely fan favorites in a lot of people's eyes, and that's why, again, they are number 3 on this list. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening Remake for the Switch. This game got me very excited, and while I never did finish the original due to it either, you know, I lost it a long time ago, or I had like a couple of dogs that chewed up a couple of games, and I think that might have been one of them, but you know, that's a long story for another time, by the way. But anyway, the anticipation behind this game is just absolutely real, and I can see why. Now, as a Zelda fan myself, I am very excited for this game to come out on a personal level, because again, it gives me another chance to complete a game I should have completed years ago. The remastered 2D dungeon style in the Switch form is just awe-inspiring and just so very breathtaking in its own sense. Let's not forget that you can create your own 2D dungeons in this game, kind of like a mini Mario Maker in a sense. Does that mean we will have a Legend of Zelda Maker game in the near future? Only time will tell at this point. But anyway, if you pre-order a certain version called the Dreamer Edition, you get this neat hardcover book with the art concept for the game, and it's pretty cool in my opinion. It is only $10 more, but I think it would be something cool to have in my honest opinion. Besides, the graphics look so beautiful anyway, so why not have it, right? The game release is on September 20th of this year, so it will be here around the corner before you all know it. And there's nothing negative about this game, and a lot of Zelda fans are super hyped for it. Yes, I've been using that word a lot in this video, so don't hate on me using it, okay? And this is why it's number 2 on my list, because you pretty much have a whiff of nostalgia of a game that was released 26 years ago being remastered on the Switch. Plus, like I said, the graphics making it onto the Switch makes the game that can basically compete for Game of the Year. So this brings me to my next question. What was my favorite moment that beat out this? Here's your answer right now. And my number 1 favorite moment of Nintendo E3 Direct is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2 teaser trailer. Now, okay, I may be getting ahead of myself with this one, but let me be honest with you. Nobody saw this coming, and I mean absolutely nobody saw this coming. When Nintendo said they had something saved right towards the end, they killed it with this moment. Now, I know it's only a teaser trailer, and they really didn't show much of it, but they showed just enough to bring the hype out of me and all of Nintendo fans everywhere. You have Zelda, obviously, with her hair shorter, which does suit her really well, and I feel it is better than when she had longer hair, honestly, but that is just me. And then we may have Ganondorf that they showed in the trailer, or maybe like an undead form of him. I don't know what he will be like exactly, but the image is just absolutely nuts and crazy to look at over and over again. I did see a comparison to the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf Ganondorf, where the images look so similar to where he was banished to the Evil Realm in Ocarina of Time. It may be that same Ganondorf, but I don't know. But wow, it is just downright scary to look at because the pictures and the images are just so similar with each other. The music setting gives off a Majora's Mask vibe to it and somewhat of a Twilight Princess vibe as well, like maybe a mix of both. And it may be darker than Breath of the Wild, which I'm also very hyped for. It does seem like both Zelda and Link together, or, you know, in this game may have some sort of co-op thing. So this game may take a different approach from the previous one. And there may be a possibility where you can have Zelda as another playable character, since there, you know, have been discussions by people, like I said, with co-op play, or having, you know, another companion to play as for certain parts in the game. And personally, I don't know how that would work, but whatever Nintendo has planned for this game, it's going to be absolutely insane. I'm hoping, more importantly, I'm hoping for like a storyline in this game, because I noticed like with Breath of the Wild, it really didn't have much of a story to it, and it was more like of a survival game. I am hoping there's some changes with this for sure. And this takes a number one spot for these reasons, because again, this was a curveball thrown by Nintendo, and it had everyone by surprise, including me, hook, line, and sinker. So that's why it was worth the wait right at the end, and that's why it's number one. Also, I want to give a couple of shout-outs in this video before we end it, and those people are Donnie / PlayANintendo and Caroline / Nintendo. You guys are awesome and inspire me to push myself to my limit and make these videos and streams for my viewers and subscribers. I will put their Twitter links in the description below, and I will put the Twitch link for the PSVG channel in the description as well, so you guys can go follow them on the Twitch side. They host the Nintendo Shack every Wednesday, so definitely hit them up for support. Great people overall. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you thought of today's video, and what was your favorite part of the Nintendo E3 Direct? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What could have Nintendo have done, you know, to improve their selection, etc., etc.? You know, let me know in the comments below. And if you all did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so that way you won't miss an upload or live stream I do on this channel. Again, I am Kyle the Pug, and I will see you all next time. #PugBark.